Welcome, everybody. My name is Natanya, and I'm your Bowflex Fitness Advisor today. And this is Scott and Michelle here with me to take you through a yoga class. So always remember, please take things at your own pace. Listen to your body. You can do as much or as little as you want. You can pause the video and join up if you need to readjust your positioning on your mat. This is your time to stretch it out, to feel good, and to breathe, and to take a little recovery after all the hard work you've been doing. We're going to start seated on our mats. So go ahead and come into a seated position, cross-legged, and sit up really tall. So roll onto your sit bones. You're going to bring your hands onto your knees, palms facing down, and close your eyes down for a moment. Let's lift your shoulders up to your ears, and then roll them back and slide your shoulder blades down in your back, really creating space in your neck. Take a huge breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs all the way up. And sigh it out your mouth. Make some noise. Good. Let's do one more like that. Gather up your entire day. And out the mouth, let it go. Through your nose, take a deep breath in. And through your nose, a deep breath out. One more breath like that. Big inhale through the nose. And through the nose, breathing out. Good. Blink your eyes open. Let's send your arms up and overhead. Take a big inhale, grow really tall. And you're going to twist to your right. Bring your left hand to your right knee and your right hand behind your back. Good. Press down through your right hand. Use that to rebound some energy up through the crown of your head and then rotate gently to the right. Good. Keep your left sit bone rooting down into the mat. If it feels okay, turn your chin over your right shoulder and look back behind you. Good. And then notice if your shoulders are creeping up to your ears, can you slide them down your back? Good. We're going to come into a side bend. Keep holding on to your kneecap. Lift your right hand up off the floor and send it up and over your ear. Lean away from that hand. Good. Ground your left sit bone into the mat and take 2 deep breaths into your right ribs. Good. One more breath. Slowly come back up out of your side bend and release that arm down. Good. Back to center. Let's take both arms up. Inhale, get long. Twist to the other side. Right hand will come to your left knee. Left fingertips behind your back. And press down through your left hand. Lift your torso, lift your chest. And then rotate to your right. Notice how that right hip wants to lift up. Can you ground it? Maybe turn your chin over your left shoulder. Good. Feel the rotation coming from your ribs. Nice. Now keep holding on to your knee. You're going to lift that left arm up, send it up and over yourself, and lean away from it. Good. Ground your left sit bone into the mat. Your right arm will straighten and give a little tug to that left knee. Good. One more breath into your ribs. Slowly rise back up. Use your breath. Stay long through your spine. Good. And unwind your twist. Bring your hands back down. Good. Now, take your legs out in front of you. You can stay facing the way you're facing at home. Here, we're going to turn sideways just so you can see us better. We're going to set up a little bit of core work. Come onto your heels at first and place your hands behind your back. Lean back and lift your legs. Good. Tabletop position. So knees are bent, inner thighs are squeezing together. This is level 1. If you want to stay right here, you can. If you want to take it up a notch, engage your belly. See if you can send your arms forward on either sides of your shins. Good. If it gets a little bit wobbly, squeeze your inner thighs together. Good. We're going to take a breath in, lower halfway down, straighten your legs out any amount, and then zip it back up to center. Good. 4 more like that. Remember, you can opt to have your hands behind your back. Inhale to come down. Exhale, zip it up. Good. 3 more. Breathe it in. Use your breath to pick up. Good. Inhale for 2. Exhale to lift. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, zip it up the center. Pause. Find the stabilizing muscles deep inside your core. Take a smile here. And then cross your ankles and make your way onto all fours. Hands are gonna come out underneath your shoulders, uncross your legs, and set up knees underneath your hips. Good. Open your fingers wide, press all 10 fingertips into your mat, and then ground through the tops of your shins and the tops of your feet. Gonna find a little more core activation here. Pressing down through the tops of your feet, see if you can hover your knees an inch off the floor. Oh, that just got real, didn't it? Good. Front ribs draw in, sides of your waist draw in. Take 3 breaths here. Good. 2. Don't be afraid to make that breath nice and loud. Last 1. Good. With control, place your knees back on the floor. Ground down firmly through your left palm. Take your right arm up to the sky. Good. And then spread wide across your upper back. Reach up through your right fingertips. Big inhale here. As you exhale, take that right arm, thread it underneath your left arm, and bring your right shoulder and your right cheek to the floor. Your booty stays up and back. You've got 2 options here. You can walk your left hand forward and use it as a little kickstand. Option 1. If you want a little bit more, wrap your left arm behind your back. See if you can get your fingertips towards your inner right thigh and then roll that left shoulder open. Good. Couple of breaths here. So they're pressing through the back of the right hand into the mat to turn on that stretch in your right shoulder. Good. Try to keep your hips even. So as you can see, sometimes that hip wants to track forward. See if you can pull your left hip back in space. Really nice. 1 more deep breath here. On your inhale, your left arm is going to reach up and then lower it back down to where it came from. Good. Slowly come back up onto all fours. Shake that off. Ground through your right palm. Let's take the second side. As you breathe in, peel your left arm up to the sky. Big inhale. Good. Pause here. How much more space can you create in between your shoulder blades? Reach up through the left fingertips. Good. Big breath in. As you exhale, take that left arm, slide it underneath the right, place your left cheek and your left shoulder on the mat. And then find the same option as you took on the other side. You can either walk that right hand forward, use it as a little kickstand. If that's going well and you want a little bit more, option to wrap your right arm behind your back. Don't go any further than feels good. Listen to your body. Breathe a lot. Good. So bring that hand behind your back instead of underneath you. Yeah, there you go. And then roll that shoulder open. But you can always come up with whatever variations seem fun to you. Explore, discover, right? Take 1 more inhale. Let's send that right arm back up to the sky on a breath in. And then bring it down and press yourself back up onto all fours. Really nice, everybody. Tuck your toes under. 1 more time, let's hover your knees up off the ground. So you're on all fours with your knees not touching down. Good. Keep the stability in your belly. Slowly lift your hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Take a moment here. If your hamstrings feel tight, pedal out through your feet. Bend 1 knee and then the other. Give yourself a moment to find your legs. Good. And then make sure your hands are open wide, all 10 fingers pressing into the mat. We want really active arms, active hands. Good. Spread wide across your upper back. And think of lengthening your hips up away from your hands. Really nice. Look forward to the top of your mat. And slowly walk your feet to meet your hands. Good. Find a forward fold at the top of your mat. You're going to bring your big toes together and your heels just 1 inch apart. Cross opposite forearms and hang over your legs. Yeah, drop your head, shake out your neck, your jaw. Maybe sway side to side a couple times. Good. Now release the clasp of your forearms. Bring your hands up to your shins and come halfway up to a flat spine. Pause. 90-degree angle between your legs and your torso. Keep your front ribs drawing in and your abs tight. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, lower back down. Let's do that 1 more time. Use your breath. Inhale, firm your thighs. Come halfway up, spine is long. Exhale to fold. Good. Press down through your feet. Rise to stand. Circle your arms up and out to the sides as you reach up to the sky. Hands to your heart. As you exhale, bring it down the middle. Good. Let's do that nugget one more time. Press down through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Take your whole breath out to fold forward over your legs, right down the middle. Good. Hands on the floor or on your shins. Come halfway up. Find a long, flat spine. And exhale, release back down. Press down through your feet. Circle your arms out and up. Rise to stand. Big inhale. Get long. Get tall. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Good. Last time. Inhale. Circle your arms high. Keep your spine long, your abs engaged. Fold forward over your legs. Dive it in. Good. Stay down. This time, pick up your right leg and step it to the back of your mat. Lower your right knee to the floor and untuck your back toes. Come onto the top of your foot. Good. Move your left arm to the inside of your legs and heel toe your left foot out to the left a little bit. I like to come onto my fingertips. It just gives me a little bit more space. If you're a little more flexible than I am, you might be flat on your palms. But think of sending your chest through your arms and pressing through the top of that right foot. Oh, hey, hips. Good. Breathe into that right hip flexor. Think of sending your chest forward. If this is enough, rock on right here. Breathe. If you want a little bit more, option 2, press into the top of your back foot and see if you can lift your back knee up off the ground. Ooh, hip flexor. Good, I'm glad I'm not alone in this. Take one more breath here. If your knee is up, slowly lower it down. Plant your right palm on the mat, peel your left arm up, find a twist. Good, and then if you can, see if you can look up towards that right arm. Good, hug your left knee in towards the midline. Firm your inner thighs together. You can either stay here, option 1. If you want a little bit more, reach your left arm back behind you. See if you can bend your right knee and catch that foot. And your quad might be like, nope, not happening, in which case leave it alone. Slowly but surely, everything will become available the more you work on this. Good. Roll your left shoulder back if you took the twist, if you grabbed your foot. One more deep breath here. Nice. Scott, he's showing you a great modification here if the foot's not available just yet. Good. Without slingshotting your foot, if you have it in your hand, slowly let it go. The left hand will come back down to the inside of your foot. Good. Tuck your toes under. Step forward to the top of your mat. Forward fold, drop your head, shake that off. Good, rise all the way up to standing with a flat back. Firm your thighs, inhale, reach up, get tall. Exhale, hands to your heart. Nice, let's do our second side. Inhale, reach it up. Keep your spine long, engage your belly, forward fold. Stay low. Pick up your left foot, step it to the back of your mat, and lower your left knee down. Good, and then make some space. Heel toe your right foot to the right and move your right hand to the inside of your leg. Again, you can be on palms, you can be on fingertips, but look to create some space. Try not to crowd around the shoulders. Neck is long, shoulders are down, heart is reaching forward. Breathe a lot. Good, if this is enough, perfect. Stay. If you want a little bit more, activate that left thigh, pick up your knee and pause. Good. See if you can lift your left hip up a little bit so you're not dumping your pelvis down. Really nice. Last deep breath here. Good. And then place that left knee back down. Left hand firms down onto your mat. As you're ready, peel your right arm up. Find a twist here. Good. And then watch your left shoulder. That left shoulder wants to creep up against your ear. Can you slide it down and keep length in your neck? Good. You're either going to stay here or right hand will reach back. See about bending your left leg and catching a hold of the foot. And maybe you pause halfway. Maybe you skip it altogether. Maybe you do grab your foot. Good. 2 more breaths. Keep that left shoulder sliding down. Really nice, you guys. Good. If you have your foot, don't let it slingshot. Control the release. Take your right arm back up to the sky. And then release the hand down to the inside of your foot. Good. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your knee. Look forward. Step forward. Bring both feet together and fold over your legs. Good. Rise to stand. Circle your arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Pause for a moment. Release your hands by your sides. Notice how you feel after taking those little hip stretches. Good. And then let's bring hands back up to the heart. It kind of helps find a little balance here to press the palms together, especially the fingertips. We have lots of nerve endings in the fingertips that help connect right and left side of the brain. Press into your right foot. Lift your left knee to your chest. Good. Standing tall on that right foot, see if you can lift the crown of your head up a little bit taller. Right, so if you're super wobbly today, tons of options. You can grab a wall. If you're next to your lateral X, you can put a hand on it. Otherwise, maybe work with your balance. Slowly, you're gonna hinge at the waist and bring your left leg behind you for warrior 3. Move slowly. We're looking to extend the left leg up and back and bring your torso parallel to the floor. Good. If this is too much, your regression is to take the left toes to the floor and try to balance here, or bring a hand onto a wall or anything else that you can stabilize with. 3 breaths here. Turn that left hip down to face the floor. Really nice. Try to straighten your right leg without locking out your knee. Keep a tiny bend in the knee. Engage your quad, engage your glutes, engage your hamstrings. Good. Last deep breath here. Just as slowly as you came in, you're going to rise back up out of this and bring your left knee to your chest. Oh, hey, right foot. Starting to talk to us, isn't it? Good. Cross your left ankle on top of your right knee, like you're sitting in a chair, and then sit back as though there were really a chair behind you. Same thing here. If this is a little wobbly, grab a wall, grab something to hold on to so you can really work on that hip stretch. Flex your left foot. Take 3 breaths here. Really nice. Good. Keep your gaze focused on a point in front of you that's not moving. That's going to help with your balance. Really nice, you guys. Last deep breath wherever you are. With as much control and mindfulness as you came in, slowly rise to stand, bring your knee up, and then lower your left foot down. Whew. Good. Shake out your standing foot real quick. Nice work. Reset. Second side. Grounding through your left leg, bring your right knee to your chest. Good. Maybe this is it for today. We don't stand on one foot a lot, yeah? Give your body and your mind time to integrate this. If you want to go on, start to hinge at the hips, kick your right leg back behind you, and think of making a T shape with your body. Right leg and torso are in line with each other, parallel to the floor. Keep a teeny bend in your left knee. Try to squeeze your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. Good, really nice focus. These guys are on fire. I know you are at home too. Last deep breath. So good. Slowly come back through center. We're bringing that right knee up into your chest. Stabilize, draw your belly in, and then funky chair pose. Cross that right ankle over your left knee and sit way back, like there's a chair behind you, but it's just out of reach. Good. Flex that right foot to protect your knee. Nice. Open your right knee down towards the floor. Last deep breath. With as much mindfulness and control as you can muster, slowly rise back up. Right knee comes up with you. Place your right foot down on the mat. So nice. Release your arms, circle them up to the sky. Big inhale. Fold over your legs. Let all that work go. Beautiful. Heel toe your feet out about shoulder distance apart. Turn your toes out and your heels in, and then sink down into what we call a yogi squat. Yeah. So I'm going to turn to face you at home, but you guys can stay facing the side wall. Try to get your heels on the ground. Yeah, and for some of us, if your hips are tight, it'll look more like this, and that's okay. If you have a blanket or something you can roll up to put underneath your heels, grab one. Otherwise, stay right where you are. Hands together. Press your elbows out into your knees, and with your inner thighs, squeeze back in against your elbows. And feel how that action of pushing out and hugging in will allow you to grow taller and lift up out of your hips. Yeah, how's that feel, you guys? Good. If this is enough, rock on. This is a beast. Stay here. If you want a little bit more, could you come up onto your tippy toes? Keep a sense of humor. This is meant to be fun. If it's not fun, skip it. And then lower back down. Oh, 2 more times. Inhale, tippy toes. And exhale, lower down. 1 more. Inhale, tippy toes. And exhale, lower down. Nice work. Stay low just for fun. Engage your glutes, engage your quads. Lift up halfway like you're coming up into a squat. Bring your butt in line with your knees and hold for 3, 2. Last one. Slowly lower back down into your yogi squat. Really nice. Release your hands to the ground. Straighten your legs, turn your toes forward, and shake out your head, your neck. Let all that go. You can bring your feet back together to touch. Good. Come halfway up to a flat back. Hands are either on the floor or on your shins. Chest reaches forward. Exhale, fold back in. Plant your palms, step into plank pose 1 leg at a time. Doesn't matter which leg steps first. Pause in your plank. Good. If plank pose is too much, easy to regress it a little bit. Drop your knees down, but keep a nice long straight line from the crown of your head to your knees. If you can, firm your thighs towards the ceiling and keep your knees lifted. Good. 3 breaths. Press the floor away. Lift up and out of those shoulders. Good. If you can, hover your right toes up 1 inch and watch how your pelvis wants to compensate for that by torquing. Keep everything firm. Good. Lower your right toes back down. See if you can lift your left toes up 1 inch. Good. Stabilize. Draw the belly in. Last breath. Place them down. Good. Lower your knees to the mat and then walk them in so you're back into your all fours position. Good. We're going to stretch out that quad 1 more time, slightly different this time. Extend your left leg back behind you. Good. And then place your foot on the floor behind your right foot, kind of on its side. And then lift your left arm up. Modified side plank. Good. So we're here. Press down through the right fingertips. Lift up through the left fingertips. If this is enough, perfect. Stay here. A little bit more would be to lift that left leg up and drive back through your left heel. Lots of core engagement. Good. If you're feeling like a ninja today, bend your top leg and see about reaching back for that foot. Good. If you caught your foot, it's lots of quad, so don't force it. Kick your foot back into your hand and think of extending your chest forward towards the front of the room. 2 breaths. Good, ninjas. Last deep breath wherever you are. Good. Those of you who caught your foot, you can let it go slowly without slingshotting, and then lower the foot back down and lower your left hand back down. Good. Coming back through center, place your left knee on the floor to reset. This time your right leg will extend back behind you. Good. Turn your toes out, place your foot flat behind your left foot, and lift your right arm to the sky. Good. See, they're grounding through that bottom hand, lifting up through the side of the waist. If this is enough, stay right where you are. Maybe you hover the right foot. Good. Stay strong through your core. Maybe you bend that back knee and reach back for your foot. Good. Always optional. Only go as far as you feel safe and as feels good. Maybe tomorrow you'll try it again and do something different. Good. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Good job, you guys. Slowly release your foot if you have it. Don't slingshot. Control. And then place everything back to where it came from. Right hand comes down, left knee comes down. Really nice. 3 cat-cows to clear that out. As you inhale, drop your belly button towards the floor. Lift your chest, lift your tailbone, arch your spine. And then breathe out, press the floor away, round your upper back and pull your belly button in towards your spine. 2 more like that. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good. Back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. We're just gonna use this shape as a transition to where we're headed next. Lift your right leg up and back. Take a breath in. Step it forward to the top of your mat. Left foot steps up to meet the right. Good. Come halfway up, find your flat back. Last time, lengthen your torso forward and then fold back in over your legs. Good. Feet together, chair pose. Bend your knees about 90 degrees. Keep your fingertips on the floor and then sweep your arms up overhead and peel your belly and your chest up off of your thighs. Good. Stay low, breathe a lot. Squeeze your inner knees and your inner thighs together. Yes. Tailbone lengthens down as the front of your pelvis lifts up. We want this gentle tuck of the tailbone. Good, you guys. 2 more breaths. Can you sit down a little bit lower? Can you lift your chest a little bit higher? So nice. Last breath. Good, and then let's play the how low can you go game. Option to do a little shimmy as you slowly lower your hips to the floor. Slow, slow, slow. And see if you can hover with your hips just an inch or 2 off the floor until you touch all the way down. Nice work. Release your legs out in front of you. Extend them. Flex your feet. Good. Toes curl towards your face. So extend your legs out in front of you. Flex your feet. Legs nice and straight. Spine nice and long. Bring your hands by your hips and press down into your hands and see if you can rebound some energy up through your chest. Shoulder blades down your back, pressing into the back of your rib cage. Good, you guys. Reach your arms forward in line with your shoulders. Yeah, so just out in front of you. Keep your spine long. Lift your chest and start to slowly descend as though you were going to come to lay on your back. Start to lean back. Move slowly and find that point where you really don't want to hang out. That point where you're like, do we have to stay here? Stay right there. Good. Breathe. Notice how your body tries to compensate. Does your jaw clench? Do you go straight to, I hate this? Can you find something to be joyful about right here? You've got a body, it's strong, it moves, it allows you to do all these awesome workouts. See if you can slowly slide down a little bit further and pause. If it starts to shake, let it shake. Good. Breathe. Relax your jaw, relax your face, and then come down a little bit lower. And maybe a little bit lower. Good. Last couple of breaths. And then I want you as slowly as you can, sequentially, 1 vertebra at a time, lower yourself all the way down. Take as long as you can. Nice. Let it go. Beautiful work, everybody. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. If it feels good, rock side to side on your low back. You might even take your knees wide and stretch those inner thighs. Good. And then we did this standing earlier. Let's give it one more little stretch for those outer hips. Place your left foot flat on the floor. Cross your right ankle on top of your left knee. Make a figure 4. And then you'll bring that left knee in towards your chest. Thread your right arm through your legs and interlace your hands either in front of your left shin or behind the left thigh. Figure 4, hip stretch. Press your right knee forward away from your face. Yeah, so that knee goes that way, and that's gonna dig into your outer hip. Really nice. Just 3 breaths here. Good. So this shape is great for those outer hips, that piriformis. If you ever get any sciatica type pain or do a lot of stuff on the lateral X, you're really working those outer hips, do this at least 2 minutes a day. Life-changing. Good. And then you guys can release your left leg, but hug your right knee into your chest. Give it a little squeeze. Send your left leg forward. Good. Big inhale. As you exhale, cross that right knee over to the left side of your mat and open your right arm towards the right. Yeah, spinal twist. Oh, good. Breathe a lot. You've got options here. You can let gravity do the work for you. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to be soft. If you want a little bit more of an active stretch, turn your right palm up and reach your right hand as far away from your right armpit as you can. And you might notice that that turns a stretch on all the way through the outer hip. I can tell Scott's feeling it. Good. One more deep breath here. Slowly come back through center. You'll hug both knees into your chest to reset your spine. Good. And then you'll place your right foot flat on the floor. Take your left ankle, cross it over the knee. Good. Flex your foot. Then you bring your right knee in towards your chest. Your left arm goes through your legs. Yeah. And then you interlace. Good. So if grabbing in front of the shin is too much, always remember you can grab behind the thigh, and then the shin will come later once you create a little more space in those muscles. Good. 3 breaths. Think of dropping your shoulders down onto the mat and extending your hips forward and down. That's going to look for lots of length in your spine. Good. One more deep breath. Good. And if this feels good, you can always press pause and stay here for a whole lot more than 3 breaths. Good. And then release your leg, extend the right leg forward, hug your left knee into your chest. Give it a big inhale. And use your exhale to twist. Take that right knee over to the left and open your left arm. Good. Close your eyes if that feels okay. Send all of your breath into the spaces between your ribs, consciously releasing, softening, letting go of all these muscles that work for you so hard all day. Beautiful. Last deep breath. As you feel complete, slowly come back onto your back through center. Hug those knees in towards your chest one last time to reset your spine. And then let's take a little happy baby. Bring your legs out like you're squatting on the ceiling. Catch either the outer edges of your feet if they're available. If that feels too far away, go for your ankles, your shins, or even your thighs. Whatever you can grab to help bring your knees down towards the floor. Good. 3 or 4 breaths here. Drop your shoulders down. Lengthen your tailbone forward and down. So we want the spine as long as possible. Good. And then when you're ready, bring your knees back into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. And then release your legs out in front of you for your final rest. You're going to lay flat on your back. Palms turning up. They're doing a great job of demoing it for you behind me. Draw your shoulder blades together and down your back slightly, and notice how that creates some space across the front of your chest. Close your eyes. Let everything relax. No more work. No more breath control. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top if you can. Allow your lungs to make room for that breath, and then sip in a little bit more. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Open your mouth, let it go. Good. And then allow your body to be soft, to melt into the ground. Soften your jaw, soften the muscles behind your eyes. This is the part of the yoga practice where we allow. No more hard work. Give yourself a couple of minutes to just be and receive the benefits of all of your work. Let your next inhale be full and deep. And part your lips, let it out gently through the mouth. Take one more big, full, conscious breath. Good. Slowly start to wake your body back up. Little wiggles through the fingers and toes. See how you feel. If it feels good, stretch your arms up overhead behind you. You might even interlace your fingers and flip your palms like you're just waking up from a really yummy nap. Good. And then take your time and slowly make your way back to a cross-legged seat the same way as we began. Just taking a moment to check in. So our yoga practice is different from other forms of exercise in that it really asks you to look inward and observe and be still and be quiet. Close your eyes. Sit up tall. How do you feel? How are you breathing? What has shifted from 30 minutes ago? Bring your hands together at your heart. Bow your chin to your hands as a gesture of gratitude to yourself for carving out this time for your practice. Take a big breath in through your nose. And sigh it out your mouth. Gently blink your eyes open. Great work, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Definitely try that again. It's going to feel different every day. You're going to get stronger every time you try it. Off you go. Thank you.